Is your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
I am just living my life.
I gotcha.
Talking to you, I am getting some signs of impairment. Okay, can I check your eyes real quick?
Really?
Alright, I want to give you every chance to say that you're fine.
This is what we're gonna do right now?
I don't have a choice. So what I'm going to do is follow this red light with your eyes. Oh, careful.
That is...
Light with your eyes. Oh, careful.
That is...
Okay. How much do you have to drink?
All right, so we're back with Eric and Tristan, two defense lawyers in our law firm. Us three are gonna react to this video. We have never seen this video before. Our amazing videographer, Saldi, set this up for us. So we're gonna watch it. You're gonna hear the good, you're gonna hear the bad, and I have no doubt that you're gonna tell us the good and the bad in the comments. We love to hear from you. And at the end of this video, we're gonna give grades. How did everyone involved do? And if applicable, how would we defend them in court? So stick around to hear all that, and let's watch this video. All right, guys, let's see what we got here.
Can I see your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
And...
Is that a different language?
my driver's license?
No.
Huh?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay. Do you have your license, registration? No? You don't? Do you have your ID on you? Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm a deputy, but
Well, that's why I'm asking. Do you have any weapons on you?
I live right there.
Okay.
I would normally, but
Do you have your some kind of ID or anything on you?
my ID is not here. But I'm a Pinellas County deputy
Okay.
Got it.
because I live right there.
I get that, but I pulled you over because you were flying past everybody and you were cutting.
No, I was just driving.
Okay, when
the
I was
regular
pulling behind
way.
you, at this point you were going like 56 and a 40. You were flying.
No, I was not flying. I was just
Do you have your
going...
registration with your name on it or anything?
Well, this car is not mine, so...
Okay. Do you have anything with your name on it? Is that your driver's license right there?
It's my driver's license and my,
Can I see your driver's license?
Sure.
Do you have your work ID?
No, it's at home in my cruiser.
Okay. Where do you live at?
I live at...
Okay. So not the address in your license?
No.
It's weird. It's creeping me out.
My father's?
Give me a second, we'll be back.
Oh.
Stay 10-12 with her. I gotta call this firm.
You said you were a deputy?
Yes.
Where at?
Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, you're with us? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How long you been with us?
5 years. I mean, I could get out, I could get in. I mean, you could come in.
No, you're good right now.
Listen, I'm
You're
just
good.
trying to... I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do. Whatever
No,
it
you're
is.
good. I'm just...
I live at that light right there.
Gotcha.
So if you want to hang out, if you don't want to hang out...
The old I'm almost done drunk driving defense.
Not even long. You know Gandy Boulevard? I picked up someone, brought them over to their house, and then I was going back to my house.
Gotcha.
Because I am just living my life.
I gotcha.
And they actually live with Pinellas. And so I was like, oh, I'll bring you home.
Gotcha.
Boom, 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 boom. Easy.
Happy drunk, I guess. I don't know.
Espanol, but
Where from?
wait.
So you're Spanish?
Yeah,
From where?
You say where? Honey, you know you speak Spanish? Ah, pero way.
Ah, okay. I'm Dominican.
Dominican? Oh, no. No.
What's wrong with that?
Italiano, okay? And I only speak some Spanish,
Gotcha.
okay? For the most part, Italiano.
Gotcha.
But she pulled me over, I do what I want.
I got you.
But you're St. Pete, so it doesn't matter.
They would have gotten her out of the car by now, I'd think, right?
She's all over the place. It's a little weird.
a little creeped out.
Yeah.
When they first pulled up, it was like she was in a trance, and then all of a
Right.
sudden she was out of it. It was, I mean, obviously it's got to be some sort of drug.
Some sort of
thing.
substance. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, she's got to be high.
something. Who knows? But I got a feeling that there's about to be a DUI investigation. I don't think they're going to turn their cheek on this one. I don't see how you could.
Alrighty. Go step out of the car for me a second. We're just going to talk over there, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Alright. Talking to you, I am getting some signs of impairment. Okay, can I check your eyes real quick?
Really?
Alright, I want to give you every chance to say that you're fine. Okay.
We see that a lot. I just want to make sure you're okay to drive home, right? We see officers do that all the time. And, I guess you could categorize that as being a lie, right? Because they are not making sure you're okay to drive home. They're performing a DUI investigation to see if they can arrest you. I guess depends on how you look at it, whose side you're on, right? But I guess the point I'm trying to make is there is no requirement for the officer to tell you what their real motivation is here, is there?
They're trying to make sure you're safe, but by the way, they'll arrest you if you're not.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Fair enough.
So can I check your eyes real quick?
This is what we're going to do right now?
I don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
No.
And you pulled me over for going 10 miles over the speed limit?
You were going more than 10 over the speed limit. And
Really?
it's not just speed, it's also how you were driving.
No.
Look,
10 miles over the speed limit.
I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, unfortunately, we're past that point. You understand my position? All right. I want to give you every opportunity for you to show me that you're okay to drive. And I really hope that that's the results we get, okay? But at this point, I can't just look the other way.
Good. Good on the officer.
That's where you're at right now?
Yeah. Can I check your eyes real quick?
This is how you're doing it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't have a choice. It's
Yes,
the same
you
for
do.
anybody else.
No, yes you do.
I can't treat anybody any differently.
Yes you would.
No.
I wasn't in other people's lanes.
Okay. I'm not going to argue about that. There's dash cam video and all of that, okay? But we're past that point right now. The point is you were stopped. You're showing signs of impairment.
No, I'm not showing.
Okay. All right. I want to give you every opportunity to show
You know
that
what?
that's not the case.
I want to ask,
Uh-huh.
what signs of impairment was I showing?
You've got bloodshot, watery eyes. You have slow
Nope,
speed.
nope. I want to know.
I should have paused it there and we could have said those exact same things at least. But that's not even how I would describe it.
I mean, she's off, but not those ways.
Right, no, right, exactly.
That's just the script that she defaults
exactly, right. Every officer is trained to say bloodshot, glassy eyes, strong odor of alcohol emanating from the driver's breath, or some version of that. That's the thing, too. Then there's no argument to be had here.
There's none, and I know you'd never think of this, but probably not a great thing to have the officer contemporaneously describe why you're impaired on video for a judge to later see.
That's true. Yes, you're right. It's not exactly right. Yeah, you'd never think of that in the moment, but not helpful for her. And again, you've watched any videos really with us, you'll know that the next thing we're going to say is that she should probably not be doing these standard field sobriety tests if she knows what's good for her. But I bet you she doesn't. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll be surprised.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
Pulling over. What was the signs of impairment?
I'm not gonna.
Because I do not have bloodshot watery eyes because I have contact lenses in my eyes.
Okay.
I have contact lenses in.
I'm not trying to argue with you, okay? I'm hoping that you can show me that you're okay to drive, okay? But I have to go forward with this. I have to at least investigate
No,
it.
I just want to know.
I explained to you. You smell very strongly of alcohol. Your movements have been very slow and fumbling. You have a very dazed facial expression. All these are signs of impairment. Okay? Again, if you're good to drive, perfect. But I have to investigate that.
No, you have to go over it again.
Okay.
I am showing what exactly?
This is a sign of impairment.
Right.
But I'm wearing
inability to
contact lenses.
understand.
You have a strong odor of alcohol coming from your breath.
But I have.
Okay. All right. As I said, I'm just conducting an investigation at this
Alcohol-flavored
point.
gum?
I want to give you every opportunity. You're saying that you're fine. I want to give you every opportunity to show me that.
There's no way in hell. No way in hell.
Okay. Can I check your eyes real quick? Just to make sure that you're okay.
No way in hell that she's gonna do
You're
them.
gonna check it? No.
Are you? I want to give you some opportunity to participate in some field sobriety tests. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
And if I wasn't willing to do that?
Look, I want to give you every opportunity to show me that you're okay to drive.
So you're saying that if I'm not willing to do what you're telling me to, I'm apparently...
She's weird.
I'm saying I'm getting signs of impairment.
Where?
Okay?
Where?
I explained it to you already, okay?
No, say it again.
I've explained it to you multiple times.
You said that, but it's not impairment.
Okay. Well, if you are telling me you're not impaired, that great. I want you to give me. I want to give
Okay,
you every opportunity.
show me that I'm impaired.
She wants
Check
evidence.
your eyes real quick.
And then what after that? If you're gonna check my eyes, what after that?
It depends what I see in your eyes.
Okay, so it depends on what you see in my eyes, but after that, it doesn't mean anything.
It's just one step at a
painful.
time. Right now, I just want to check your eyes.
No,
Is that
I don't.
okay?
I don't want to see in my eyes. I want to see after that.
Okay. After it's a building process. Okay. It's not a one test determines everything.
It's true.
Test.
Do you have blindness in either eye?
I don't know.
I mean, can you see this light?
Yeah.
Okay. All I have to do is just stand with your feet together and arms down at your sides. So what I'm going to do is follow this red light with your eyes. Oh, careful.
That is-
light with your eyes. Oh, careful.
That is.
Okay. What I'm going to have you do is
Not
follow it
helpful.
with your eyes and your eyes only. I don't want you to move your head at all, okay?
If your shoes are bothering you, you can take them off.
That's too fast.
She's telling her how to slow down the passes.
She should have gone with the refusal.
Yeah.
She can't keep it together here.
It's too far away.
Just follow it as far as you can go.
It's too far away.
She's trying to help her do the fields.
Your eyes are drifting. You're not focusing on the pen. I just need you to focus on the pen, okay?
She's swaying.
Your light is in my face. Too far up. Too far up. I can't
You
see
gotta look
it.
all the way up as far as your eyes. You gotta go. Your eyes should go on as far up as they can go.
Can't see any further than that.
Hang out here on my phone. At this time, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to participate in 2 more field sobriety tests. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
You think that I'm impaired right now?
As I said,
After
I
eyes.
After I just nailed that
So
test.
in the eyes.
A lot of nonverbal communication.
Yeah, a lot.
You're showing
Going
signs
on
of
here.
impairment. I want to give you every opportunity to show me that you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, there's 2 additional tests: the walk and turn
Sure.
and the one-leg stand. Is that
I'll
something you'd be
do
willing
all
to
of the
do?
tests.
Okay. Perfect.
Been here longer than I have.
Then
Oh,
why
they made
should
a
you do
line.
this?
I know,
I
I've
live
noticed
right
this. They make some lines, and
He doesn't care.
here, it's an imaginary line, right? Yeah, I know.
Did he chopped it in? Like, I've never seen him do that before.
Yeah, I watched another video the other day, or a week or two ago, where the officer drew a line with chalk.
Wow.
Weird, right? You better hope that officer draws a straight
Straight
line.
line,
yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, at least it's some line. You can at least say, "Oh, we put a line on the ground for her to follow."
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, here we just do a imaginary line.
So, in the sense of being a deputy, with her doing this, what are your thoughts
What do you mean?
in the fact of me acing this or not? It doesn't matter, right?
No, I mean, that's the point of this, right? If you don't show signs of impairment while you do it, it's better for you. That's why we give you that option.
I'm still gonna be perfect for this.
There you
No.
go.
After failing her field sobriety
Oh, I wanna
test,
see this.
she also submitted 2 breathalyzer tests, which showed her blood alcohol levels at nearly 3 times the legal limit.
Wow.
0.24. Yeah, she's doing all right.
For that drunk, she's
yeah,
doing amazing.
Doing all right. And yeah, she took the feet. Looked, us being kind of nerds about the fields, I'd rather watch the fields than hear this guy comment. You know what I mean? To see how, what signs of impairment she really did show. But they cruised through it real quick there. She stepped off the line a few times. And she's,
Not terrible. Not for that BAC.
No, yeah, she's not like laying on the ground.
Right.
Which I might expect at a 0.24.
What did you have to drink while you were down there?
I didn't have any drink.
Okay. Here's the thing. We both know you've been drinking. Okay. By telling us complete lies, like, I know that you're not being honest. Okay? So, I know you had something.
Put her in cuffs. Let's go.
Trying to get an admission.
Do you remember where you had drinks? How much did you have?
Never answered.
Okay. So, why do you smell like alcohol?
I do not smell like alcohol. I smell like pigment.
That's not pigment. That's
Pigment?
very strong alcohol.
Pigment.
And, I mean, you're a deputy, you know about HGN, okay? That's caused by alcohol. So, how much did you have to drink? Nothing? You don't want to be honest with me?
Yeah, it's almost getting to a point too of like the detainment's going for so long. Like she's starting to get to the point where like, is she questioning her? Is there a custodial arrest that's occurred? Because she keeps asking the same question over and over, and yeah, she's still technically not under arrest. She's not handcuffed,
Right.
But yeah, the officer like at some point has to like
Act on it.
Yeah, you gotta pull the trigger.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I mean, you're right. It is taking long. Maybe she really is thinking she's giving her the benefit of the doubt. She's not. Maybe they're calling it in, the sergeant's calling over to the county, the sheriff, whatever, sort of backdooring it to sort of see what they want to do here. But it's pretty clear to me that an arrest for driving under the influence is about to be made and needs to be made, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Go to the front office.
She was later transported to Pinellas County Jail without incident and also fired from her job following the arrest.
All right, let's go through here. First of all, the female officer who made the arrest, Tibbs, give a grade to her DUI investigation. How'd you do?
Yeah, I mean, I'd give her an A just for the simple fact of the constant pressure from someone who's also an officer, wouldn't give in, and yeah, went through all the tests, and yeah, basically extracted from the person, everything that she wanted to get.
How about you, Tristan? What do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, she was pretty merciless. I think maybe she was a little intense on repeating the question about drinking and drinking and drinking. Like if there was any sort of Miranda issue here, that's where it would have come up. But obviously, it's a DUI. There isn't. So yeah, I would agree. She went right for the prize and didn't stop.
Let's talk about that for a minute. You brought up a good point, Miranda, on this DUI. Tell me a little bit about that. We see a lot of comments on DUI arrests. We hear a lot of clients when we do consultations, like they never read me my rights, or they didn't read me my rights till I was, at the end at the station, right? Tell me a little bit about that.
So they don't have to in a DUI until they get you back to the station. They can get all sorts of incriminating statements and things like that on scene, and then back at the station they Mirandaize you. And I've never seen Miranda be an issue in a DUI that I've had.
So if you think about it, it applies to statements that are made. The standard field sobriety tests are not statements. The breathalyzer or even a blood test is not a statement. So it has to do with the conversation. And it applies after the arrest. So everything leading up to the arrest, for example, in this video, all the questions about if you've been drinking, will you do these tests? I want to make sure you're okay to drive. All these statements that she made. That's just part of the investigation. That's not, She hasn't been arrested yet. So by the time someone gets put in handcuffs in a DUI case, the statements almost don't matter. Everything prior to that was enough to arrest them. That's why they are in handcuffs. So you don't really, Miranda doesn't play a big role really at all in most DUIs. All right, and then, yeah, I generally agree with your guys' grades. This arresting officer did a pretty good job. I mean, it was apparent from the start that there were at least some signs of intoxication, got her out of the car as you should, didn't let the fact that she's a sheriff, her deputy affect anything, still put her through the test, got her to do the tests, got a blow at the end too, got a breathalyzer. That was clearly over the legal limit. I think she's got a good case here. So yeah, I agree. Roughly an A. All right, so what about the defendant, the person who was charged with DUI, who also happens to be a deputy, Tibbs? How did she do in terms of, being put in this situation?
Well, I mean, if I had to grade her, probably like a C, just because part of it is she's not in a functioning state of mind, probably to even help her case. And she tried not to do the field sobriety test. At one point, she said, "Hell no, she's not going to do the walk and turn and the one leg stand." But she was just broken down after time. And yeah, so that's just more on the officer, or what the officer's training and finally just the relentlessness and then submission by the defendant.
Tristan, what do you think?
I mean, I would agree. I think given her blood alcohol level, it's amazing she was able to talk and stand and walk. I think, maybe she should have known better based on her police experience. But if, like in Cook County, the sheriffs write a lot less DUIs than the regular police, so she could have been in a jail or something like that and not known anything. But she had the right impulse. She just couldn't follow through on it. The right impulse was to just shut down those tests. I would give her, I guess, about a C, yeah.
All right. I'm going to give her an F. One, I got to say, 3 times the legal limit, getting behind the wheel, bad idea. I mean, we do see the really, really bad end of DUIs as well. Accidents, fatalities, right? And that can happen when you're 3 times the legal limit for sure. So there's that. Plus, yeah, I mean, she did all the fields. I'm not trying to give somebody who's 3 times the legal limit advice on how to get out of it, because when you're that impaired, you're probably not getting out of it, right? But if you want to protect your rights, help yourself. Yeah, you don't make those statements. You don't do the standard field sobriety tests, and you don't give them a chemical test, blood, breath, or urine, unless you have to. So she gets a big fat F from me. In terms of defending her in court, what are you looking to reach some sort of plea on this one, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. She's a deputy, but she probably would lose. I mean, I don't know if there are instances I've seen in Illinois where during a pending case, they could be, not actually on leave and not actually fired. So the resolution of the case could affect that. But yeah, I mean, some sort of plea agreement. I don't know if they would agree to amend the charge or something like that along those lines. With regards to the suspension that goes along with it, I mean, she's probably just gonna have to deal with that. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, she's in a tough spot. So here, typically in an alcohol-based DUI like this, at least here in Illinois, they're charged with DUI 2 separate ways. One of them is that objectively, she's above 0.08. She's over the legal limit and then per se intoxicated, right? The other one is the more subjective, that based on her driving, how she did on the tests, her communication, all the things, she appears to be too intoxicated to safely operate the motor vehicle. In this case, it seems like probably both of those could have a high likelihood of sticking, right? Like, in other words, even if this breathalyzer turned out it hasn't been calibrated in 20 years and it's way wrong and the breathalyzer results get thrown out, they probably are still going to have a good chance of proceeding on this case based on how she was, how strange she was, how poorly she communicated, how she did on the field sobriety test. So she's going to have a really hard time winning this case, and that's because she got behind the wheel at 3 times the legal limit. So there you have it, folks, a deputy getting arrested by other law enforcement officers. Never a good look, obviously, but I am glad to see that the arresting officers treated her no differently than they would a citizen. So there you have it. You gotta stay tuned though for another video where an Instagram model gets arrested for DUI. You don't want to miss that. It's an interesting one, and I hope you learned something from it. So stay safe out there, and thanks for watching.